it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by and for keeping me company again today. Guys, today I would like to talk and demonstrate, review the new foundation from Gucci. This one, it's called Éternité de Beauté, and it is a 24-hour breathable foundation with a luminous matte finish. This is not a first impressions. I have been fussing with this the whole week. Guys, I had the older version of this foundation. I decluttered this foundation because the finish on my skin, it was just not optimal. I did get some dry patches here and there, and it just did not look good, despite me having, I would say, combination skin, more leading, I would say, towards oily. And on my mature textured skin, the old foundation, it just did not look so nice. I wanted to wait until this foundation would come into shops to get it, because I had such a hard time getting a shade match with the old foundation. But I saw such good reviews, so I did go ahead and pick this up, and I did pick it up in a shade which is actually darker than the shade I had in the old foundation. In the old foundation, I was taking shade 320C. Before I get into the demo, I would just like to let you guys know, I did prep my skin with the Gucci Brume de Beauté. This is the Glow Hydrating Setting Mist. The sprayer on this product, it gives a very fine mist. It's a very good quality setting spray. This is actually a prep, a skin prep, and a setting and refreshing mist all in one. I do have a full review of this product on my channel. I did this together with the blush. By the way, today I am going to do a full face of Gucci. I have the foundation in shade 4. I have the powder in 08. I have the blush in Warm Berry, and I have 2 Gucci lipsticks here. On my lips, I am wearing Agatha Orange. This is the sheer lipstick. I bought this one because people raved about this so much. But as you can see on my lips, it doesn't do very much. It does not cover the pigmentation on my lips, but I wear it because sometimes I have good days with this. Anyway, guys, onto the foundation. I did say to you guys, watch this video before buying. I picked this up in the shade 330W because, like I said, in the old foundation, my perfect match was 320C, and the 330W looked to be even a bit deeper in the new foundation. And also I looked at the model and I said, wow, the model looks to have the same complexion as myself, so I will go ahead and pick up the 330W. Also, when I did this Gucci shade matching online, it was always 3 shades, 310W to 330W. But I must honestly say, after this debacle, this shade tool, it really doesn't work very well, because I believe on 2 occasions it recommended for me 270W. And depending on how many times you do this will depend on the shade matches you get. Anyway, here we go. Like I said, this is not a first impression. I have been fussing with this the whole week. This is what 330W looks like. This color, compared to the model in the picture, it is lighter, but I wouldn't even say lighter The undertone, it is more orange mustard as opposed to golden. By the way, a very small amount of this foundation is needed. As compared to the older foundation, this foundation is really full coverage. I would put this in the full coverage category. It is actually much better to start off with a light coat of this foundation. As compared to the older version, this one, it applies a lot easier. It is a lot smoother on the skin, and it covers much better. The color, actually, it looks very crazy on my skin because the undertone of this 330W, I wouldn't even call it too yellow. It is really mustard. I did one pump and I still have so much foundation on my hands. On this side, I have the Éternité de Beauté, and on the other side, I have no foundation. The color, it is not the perfect color for me. It is a bit too orange. The undertone is not correct. I will go ahead and do a full face. I am still using from the first pump. Honestly, with this foundation, less is better. Adding just a smidget more foundation. This is a completed application of 330W. I am going to leave this on for 10 minutes and then I will come back on so you can see how the foundation looks after 10 minutes. I am now back. I did this test because being that I have been testing this foundation the whole week, this foundation, it does oxidize a bit. After having this foundation on for about 5 minutes, this really crazy orange mustard undertone, it does reduce somewhat. On some days, I did realize that this orange color, this mustard color, it did not disappear. And I realized on days I had this problem, it was when I added a real full coverage on my face. I don't think I added too much foundation, but when I added enough that the foundation covered every imperfection on my skin, full coverage, this orange color did not go away. Just give me a few seconds to finish off my face and I will give you my final impressions about this foundation. Here I am back. By the way, on my lips I am wearing Gucci number 210, the lipstick. It's called Julie Rose. My final impressions on this foundation, I have worn this quite a bit in every which way you can imagine. This new version of the foundation, I love this a lot more than the older foundation, the Fluid de Beauté. This did not agree with me at all. This foundation, it is extremely smooth on the skin. It does not feel like foundation. It gives great coverage, and at the same time, when this is built up, it does not look cakey on the skin. In terms of the way in which this foundation looks, how it looks and feels on the skin, this is a fabulous foundation. It does have some kind of fragrance, but it is not in your face. For example, it is not on the same level as I would say your typical Guerlain foundation, which has this rose fragrance. It has something, but it muffs into nothing after not even 30 seconds. So yeah, I just thought I would put this out there for people who just cannot tolerate any kind of aroma in their cosmetic products. I am looking here in front of me in the mirror, and my pores, they are looking very fine. And by the way, I am suffering with a little bit of eczema here on my cheek. It was left over from a cleanser that I was testing. And despite this little issue, I am looking at my complexion in the mirror. I have been looking at it for the whole week, and this foundation, it is beautiful. The negatives. Guys, don't do what I did. Please take your time in choosing a foundation shade. It is not very easy doing this on the Gucci website with the Gucci shade finder. You can forget about it. Honestly, when this foundation comes into shop, I will try to find a better shade. And actually, I wanted to do a comparison of this foundation and the Dolce & Gabbana foundation, because I think they have the same vibes going. I do like the Dolce & Gabbana, and I also have a review about this one on my channel. But anyway, in terms of wear, appearance, this foundation is awesome. Also, when going into store to try on this foundation, it does oxidize. Guys, please put it on, and I would say walk around for an hour, minimum 30 minutes, allowing your natural oils to come through, mix into the foundation, that you can see the true color. Also, when this foundation is applied, especially this shade, it looked completely crazy. The last foundation I had like this, I still have, and I love it. It is the foundation from Black of Paris, where when you apply it, it is sometimes mustard, sometimes orange, but after 10-15 minutes, this crazy hue, it goes away. This foundation, it is the same. However, I think what people need to be careful about is the oxidation in this foundation. If you can wait, please do so and try this one at the counters. Take your time and find a shade that works for you. I think some days with this one, I am lucky, it works. On other days, I get this mustard orange color peeping through. Now I am wearing a very thin amount of foundation. It is enough to cover my imperfections. I think it looks very nice, but when I do full coverage with this, it is completely orange on my skin. I don't think I mentioned this foundation. It comes in 40 shades. There is a shade for everyone. You just need to spend a hell of a lot amount of time to find one. And also it's costing 65 euros here on the Gucci website. This is not yet in stores, and I did go to the Gucci counters here in Germany, and I was told this will not be here until the end of March, beginning of April, but you can get it at Gucci online, and I think it is the same in the entire EU. Please leave me a comment for those of you who are fighting with this, if you've bought this already. I know the last foundation, either people loved it or they hated it. The last one, it was not mine, but this one, I do like it. I love this so much. It is such a fabulous setting spray. Take care, guys. Have a lovely weekend. And please remember to subscribe. I need more friends. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Tschüss!